Harlem, man. Harlem. I be in Harlem, man. We the only thing moving, man. Deep in the game, mob. Yup. 40th. Harlem. Yeah.
Well now, children, tonight old Uncle Tom will want to tell you the real, true story.
The South Central Cartel has signed up as Def Jam's newest West Coast rap act.
When we done this new album, Russell Simmons let us go in the studio and do exactly what we wanted to do.
The G's on the Move video, a shootout broke out at the video where 5 people got shot and 1 person deceased. He called me pissed. I mean, when I say pissed, this was the start of me and his bad relationship.
You and Russell Simmons.
Right. First of all, before all of this occurred, we received documentation from, at the time, was HAVOC and Prodigy, right? Saying that we stole their name. But remember, me and Prodigy has been HAVOC and Prodigy since like 87, 88. And 2 little bitty young dudes, probably maybe that tall, right, run up on me because I got on a linked chain and had a big HAVOC on it.
Because that's the one he spoke about in his book, I believe.
Right, and then talking about something, we got shook. And nigga, there ain't no motherfucking group in the history of rap and nigga ever shook SCC.
How did SCC come about?
Pretty much Prodigy put together the SCC. He was already rapping with his cousin, HAVOC the Rhyme son, and then they had a DJ named Chaos who was actually making the production at the time. And so when I hooked up with Prodigy, I got some takes made of their music. And one day I went down to the original 1080K Day, and I was going to meet with Lisa Canning, right? She was the host, one of the disc jockeys for K-Day 1580.
AM Stereo, KDAY, and I'd like to thank all the stations in LA to play rap, all 1 of you.
So I'm waiting out in the lobby, and it's a gentleman sitting next to me while I'm waiting on Lisa Canning to come out. And we struck up a conversation, and I handed him one of my CD, cassettes of Prodigy in them, right? And so I was like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. He's like, oh, I'm from Chicago too, right? So I was like, yeah, my dad's Squirrel of the Shy Lights, right?
Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
He's like, wow, he went crazy, like he just got to tripping, right? And he was like, who is you? I said, I'm Squirrel's son. He said, you Louis' son? And I said, who is you? He said, oh, I'm your daddy road manager. I said, my right-handed God. So that let me know right there that was part of something that God already had, because who my dad was allowed me to open up doors I would have never been able to open by using my dad, who really got the real power. Follow me?
Yeah.
And so we set up a session, and then we started going to Chris Jamarama, and Prodigy pretty much have ideas of songs already, because he was already ahead of the game, far as not just being a rapper. He had in his mindset how he wants the music to be, but he never had the professional setting that allowed him to do it. And then meeting Chris allowed us to start actually making real songs.
Got you delirious, your raw dog is a buster. If he saw you getting rat packed, he won't help you now. Check the 89 Hustler. We're not a gang, but we're down to stay down for us. With a 6-4 chili, Uzis and money. Homeboy ain't a damn thing fun.
Quad started developing immediately, because once he seen the opportunity that we was going to a professional studio for the first time, that got him, it helped him just as much as it helped me. You feel me?
Give these younger cats an idea of what you guys were doing, because you guys were doing this all independent, right? This was all coming out of your pocket.
Absolutely.
E40 style. The West Coast was definitely.
Remember, we was talking about the life that I was talking about, selling and that dope game, you know what I mean? So you get money.
Yeah.
So, and besides, money, you have to be able to invest in yourself.
Sure. What was the independent game like back then? I mean, it was new territory.
What it was like is every time you go to that studio, you better have some money. You follow me? And anytime you go to any shows, you gotta have some money, because you paying for a talent show. You got to pay photographers. You got to You know what I mean? And then once we started sounding good, then we took it to the professional studio, and it's even more when you're doing reel to reel, 2-inch reel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we progressed as the talent started to shine, you know, because Prodigy was always advanced.
With a roller on the streets, he beat the young buster. They used to meet, scandalous. All I heard was in a contrary. Yo, that's why the pride is no fairer.
Tell us about South Central Madness.
Yo, this HAVOC, the mouthpiece from the SCC. Only got 3 words to say. South Central Madness.
Who riding in a Central? Yeah, the gangster's mine for life. The cartel's gonna roll the dice. One time for the mind of the nigga strolling deep. Watch your back, I'm about to creep. It's not Compton. In South Central, life's a bitch.
Oh, South Central Madness.
Was it that was the first official record, right?
And we was actually working on a HAVOC and Prodigy album prior to that, and Prodigy was getting the feeling that he was we were close to a deal. So he called in, you know, the rest of the guys, because you know, doing the journey, people kind of, you know what I mean, you know, kind of, you know, don't see it happening, and kind of, you know what I mean, start doing other stuff. So it's basically me and Prod all the way to the wire. And so when we got to the wire, where we was feeling like we was gonna get a deal, because I had hooked up with a company called New Concept, Willie James, and he was telling me to start my label. That's when we started GWK Records, you know what I mean? And Prod started his production company, Gangster Made Productions, and we pretty much was finna put it out independent. Feel me? And then it was a guy who worked there, knew Russ Regan, rest in peace, Russ Regan, and took our music to Russ Regan, the actual South Central Madness cassette, and they loved it. So they, you know, gave us a production deal for $50,000 back then. You know, we thought that was the world.
So how were the tapes getting on the street? Were you guys selling them out of the trunk of your car?
Yeah,
what was the process?
Go to swap meet, drop out boxes. I used to go to the Slauson. I used to go to the Compton, Inglewood, all the swap meets, man. Then I met Violet Brown, who ran she ran the warehouse distribution. And then I used to go down to Abbey Road, you know what I mean, where all the people from all the stores buy it from. You follow me? Like, me, you gotta hustle, homie. And while Prodigy was pretty much making genius music, I was out here trying to get that genius music to work out there and trying to find situations for us to be successful.
Let me ask you, because you guys were real. You guys were, I wasn't really, I'm not going to say afraid, but you guys were much more believable than like the NWAs, and not knocking them or anything like that.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, you already know. Did you guys have any issues with traveling around and doing shows in other cities with gangs and all that? Especially in those days?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because incidents in Sacramento, you know, blood. But see, what they didn't understand, that South Central Cartel represented culture of them, the Bloods and the Crips. We wasn't going around, if you listen to our music, hollering Crip. We say the Crips and the Bloods and everything we did. And we even had the first Latino to come out and represent the gangster rap, because we wanted to let all cultures understand that we wasn't leaving you out.
I'm the one Mexican to roam South Central.
Thank you.
Because I'm more than a brother that's minnow. I'm the one Mexican to roam South Central.
Sacramento, and we was doing the show and leaving the show. They came out and showed their ass, and we had to get up out of there fast. Like, you know, shots, everything.
Damn.
And also at the G's on the Move video.
Just another day in the hood with my G's, trying to make an end. I don't want to slang keys, but how to compromise being broke.
A shootout broke out at the video where 5 people got shot and 1 person deceased at the video.
Damn. I'm sure that wasn't good for the image of gangster rap, which was all on the fucking news back then.
They called it Def Jam for some footage that they didn't even own.
Damn.
Because it was actually, we was doing it for quality. Russell thought they had folded out the game. And he called me pissed. I mean, when I say pissed, this was the start of me and his bad relationship.
You and Russell Simmons.
Right, because he felt like he's Mr. Russell Simmons, right? You know, and no disrespect, I'm not saying it disrespectful, but he felt like because he was a mogul and had a lot of money and owned Def Jam and all of that, he felt like that, you know, that a person like me who's a son of a legend, you know, you can't define me by who you is, because my father didn't already allow me to learn that I was somebody because of him. Follow me? And so I ain't the one that kiss no ass. Feel me?
Yeah.
And I think that, in a sense, it kind of rubbed Russell the wrong way, when I'm always fighting for it to be the best I can be, and whatever we were doing, I wanted us to be the best. And so when you're doing business decisions that's affecting what we're doing, I have a right to be upset.
Yeah. There had to be some differences also, because you guys are a West Coast group on a East Coast label.
We're the first West Coast group in the history of West Coast music to sign to Def Jam.
Damn.
Come on, let's be clear.
Okay. There it is. Before Warren G?
Before Warren G,
okay.
of course.